Hello learners, welcome to the NIOS Studio program course code 509 entitled Learning in Social Science. I, Dr. Prerna Mandhyan, working as an assistant professor in Department of Education, DS College, Katihar. Today we would discuss approaches to teaching geography and different domain of geography. Every subject has its own approaches to teach that subject. In the same way, geography has two main approaches to the teach geography. The first one is the systematic approach and the second one is the regional approach. In systematic approach, in this approach, a phenomena is studied as a whole. This is also known as topical approach, through which we study particular phenomena in detail and in holistic manner in a given region. For example, if we want to study any environmental variable like climate, then we have to study the climate, concept of climate, factors affecting the climate, climate types and regions of climate. This approach is called as systematic approach, while concerned to the second approach, and that is regional approach. In the regional approach, the world is divided into regions and different hierarchical levels. All the geographical phenomena in a particular region are studied. The phenomena in a region are studied in holistic manner, searching for unity in diversity. For example, if we want to study any region through regional approach, for example, geography of our region or our state, then we have to study about their drainage pattern, communication system, road, transport system, trade, weather, climate, soil, all. This called as a regional approach. Beside the above mentioned approaches, the main approaches of geography, there are other approaches which lead to the geography as an enjoyable and a real living subject. While concerning the other approaches, the first approach is learning through fieldwork. Fieldwork gives the opportunity to the students to the first hand investigate the real phenomena, the real natural phenomena. But teachers should be very restricted that the field work should not be limited to visits and guided tours, whereby passively students only listening, observing and note taking. Rather, field work should be inquiry based in line with aims and objectives of curriculum, where students enjoy the lively and real geography through the field work. It should involve students in identification of an issue or problem in a specific area, collect, present and analysis data, and finally identify possible solution and strategies. Learning through the field work, the teacher should try that the students learn themselves. The student learn to analyze the data, to collect the data and to present the data themselves. In this concerning to the other approaches, the second approach is the learning through maps. Maps in the form of paper, digital images and globes are an important tool for teachers. It involves the simultaneous use of a number of concepts and skill including aerial perspective, proportion, map language and arrangements. The teacher should make sure that students at least come to know about some mapping skills, that they could be draw, they could be highlight the point where the point is located in the map. In an inquiry-based approach, students should have access to a wide range of maps including large wall maps, atlas, globe, maps on CD-ROMs, on other electronic media, national ordnance surveys at various scales and other media should be used to know or to make know about the maps to the students. The next approach is learning through IT. The geography teachers should aware their students the use of IT in geography. It could be mobile phone, it could be interactive whiteboard or the internet media. There can be different media through which we can study the geography. By the use of IT, teachers have the power to make lessons livelier and enjoyable, thus enhancing students' learning motivation. Specific programs for geography students such as Google Earth can improve spatial thinking, and electronic media and the internet enable students to get up-to-date information. It's up to the teachers how teacher make aware their students about the IT and the use of IT resources. The next approach to teach geography is learning through the use of games and simulations. At the upper primary level, the students or the kids are more enthusiastic about the games and the other role-playing models games. The philosophy underlying the use of games and simulations is in close harmony with inquiry-based approach to the teaching of geography. All the approaches we have studied earlier or we discussed earlier, they give a chance to students to come on the stage and perform, or we can say they learn the geography in their own way. Now, the domains of geography. If we consider geography as a social science subject, it is moreover about the natural sciences like meteorology, botany, zoology, chemistry, with other social science subjects like economics, political science, anthropology, philosophy, sociology, etc. In this way, we can say that geography is a multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary subject of study. So, the branches or we can say the domains of geography is a vast enough. Domains of geography are based on the systematic approach, the physical geography and the human geography. If we see, we can see through the picture that physical geography has connection to the many sciences like biology, ecology, chemistry, physics, engineering, hydrology, meteorology, oceanography, geology. While concerning to the human geography, it is more concerned to the social sciences like sociology, anthropology, economics, politics, philosophy, history, etc. Come to the physical geography. As we told earlier that geography is more concerned about the natural sciences. So, here physical geography is mainly concerned with the environment variables like soil, climate, lands, etc. etc. On the basis of environmental variables, we can subdivide the physical geography on the following divisions. The first one is the geomorphology. Geomorphology is mainly concerned to the process of lands, evolution of lands and the designation of the lands. While concerning to the climatology, it studies about the structure of atmosphere, weather, climate and other factors that are related to the climate. Next, the hydrology, it concerning to the realm of water, other water bodies like river, canal and all the other water bodies which are concerning to the physiology or the physical geography. Next, the soil geography studies about the structure of soil, soil fertility, types of soil, etc. Now come to the human geography. The human geography, as its name suggests, is basically concerning about the humans. In the beginning, this is more about where the man is lived. But in the recent years, the economic activities and the environmental concerns had got more attention in human geography. But still, its main concern or the focus area is about the people who are living in different lands or in different regions. If we divide the human geography in subdivisions, the first comes the social and the cultural geography. The social or the cultural geography is mainly concerned to the spatial of society's dynamic as well as the elements of culture which are contributed to society. Next, the population and settlement geography. The population geography is mainly concerned to the population density, population growth, age structure, sex ratio, and other variables which are affecting the population. And the settlement geography is mainly concerned to the rural and the urban settlement. Next, to the economic geography. Economic geography is related to all the economic activities including agriculture, trade, communication, and all the economic activities which affect the economic development of the country. Historical geography. All regions has passed through some historical development. So, in the historical geography, we studied about the historical events or the historical background of the geography. Next, the political geography. In political geography, we look at the angle of political events, like what are the political events that are affecting the geography of any country. It concerns about the boundaries of the national or the international boundaries, delimitations of constituencies, etc. Next, the biogeography. The interface between the physical geography and human geography has led to the development of biogeography. We can say it is the hybrid geography or where we found the characteristics of physical and human geography both. If we divide the biogeography, it includes the plant geography, which mainly considered to the spatial patterns of the natural vegetations in their habitat, while concerning to the zoo geography, it mainly concerned to the spatial and the geographical patterns of the animals and natural vegetation in their habitat. Ecosystem or the ecology, it has given some scientific dealing to the geography where we concern the interaction of human and the physical environment. In environmental geography, we studies about the environmental issues and the environmental concerns that are affecting the geography of any region or any state of any country. Now, the domains of geography based on regional approach. We can divide domains of geography on basis of the regional approach. The regional studies area, which is further divided into micro, meso or macro. The regional development, the regional analysis and the regional planning is again subdivided into the country or the rural planning, town and the urban planning. We can say that in regional geography, we studies about the regional studies or the area studies which is divided into the macro, micro and the meso regions. In regional planning, we discuss about to the planning of any region, regional development and regional analysis is all are the part of regional geography in where we study how to develop the region, how to contribute in the development of region. Besides the above mentioned approaches, geography is further divided based on the thought and methodologies. Geography, if we divide on the basis of principles and philosophy, there is a geographical thought and human ecology and land and human thought. And if we concern about the method and the techniques, it could be divided as cartographic, quantitative methods, field survey or geoinformatics. Geoinformatics further divided in remote sensing, GIS and GPS. Welcome on the philosophy. Any subject or any social science subject has different philosophy. So here is the geography. So geography thought, there can be different thoughts, there can be different geographical thought who can be help in studying the geography. In geographical thought, we basically studied about the evolution of geography, historical background of geography, and what are the historical thoughts about the geographical evolution. Second, regarding the philosophy, we studied about the land and human interaction or the human ecology. As I have already told about in the characteristics of geography, that land and human interaction or the human or the environment interaction is a very important part of studying the geography. Next, geography based on the thought and methodologies, it can be further divided as cartography including computer cartography, quantitative techniques or we can say the statistical methods, field survey methods or the geoinformatics comprising technologies such as remote sensing, GIS or GPS, etc. These all methods and techniques are basically used to collect the data, to interpret the data and to analyze the data. If we think or if we talk about the development of geography, we can see that geography is developing more and more from the classical approach to the digitalization of internet and the other media like remote sensing, GIS and GPS and GIS are the more modern techniques to interpret the data. I hope you all students have understood this session and satisfied with this lecture. Thank you.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो,
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर
परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बहुत
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने हम अपना दीप स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय शिक्षा संस्थान मानव संसाधन विकास मंत्रालय भारत सरकार का एक स्वायत्त संगठन है। 67वां गणतंत्र दिवस NIOS के लिए विशेष आयोजन का साक्षी रहा। यह आयोजन था एक सामाजिक सद्भावना के संकेत के रूप में। माननीय मानव संसाधन विकास मंत्री श्रीमती स्मृति जुबीन ईरानी ने दिव्यांगों को आमंत्रित किया गणतंत्र दिवस 26 जनवरी 2016 के परेड में सम्मिलित होने के लिए और इसके अवलोकन के लिए।
मेरा NIOS से विशेष निवेदन है, 26 जनवरी को NIOS के सौजन्य से ये स्पेशल विद्यार्थी विशेष रूप से दिल्ली आए और गणतंत्र दिवस की परेड में शामिल हों, उस परेड को स्वयं देखें। दिल्ली आएंगे? आना होगा ना सबका?
इन दिव्यांग शिक्षार्थियों के लिए दिल्ली में अशोक रोड स्थित YWCA में ठहरने का विशेष प्रबंध किया गया। NIOS द्वारा इन दिव्यांग शिक्षार्थियों को राजघाट दिल्ली, NIOS मुख्यालय और आगरा भ्रमण के विशेष प्रबंध भी किए गए। NIOS द्वारा इन दिव्यांगों के लिए राजपथ के 20 नंबर अहाते में परेड देखने के विशेष प्रबंध भी किए गए।
समस्याओं का इलाज शायद सिर्फ हमारे पास। NIOS NIOS।
पढ़ना लिखना सीखो वो मेहनत करने वालों, पढ़ना लिखना सीखो वो भूख से मरने वालों।
दूर दराज क्षेत्रों से आए इन दिव्यांग शिक्षार्थियों के चेहरों की रौनक और आंखों की चमक से खुशी और सौहार्द साफ सी झलकती दिख रही है।
NIOS के थ्रू हम लोगों को ये मौका मिला है कि हम लोग आगरा और दिल्ली की सैर कर सकें। इस एक्सपीरियंस से हमारे बच्चे बहुत ही एक्साइटेड और खुश हैं और हमारी पूरी टीम मेंबर, हमारे प्रिंसिपल सर, सभी को ये मौका बहुत अच्छा लगा है और वो लोग सब खुश हैं।
अच्छा, एक बात बताइए, हमने किसी ने सुना कि आप मोदी जी से बहुत पास से मिले क्या? पहली बार मोदी ऐसे कर रहे थे? कितने पास थे? दूर थे? पास थे? ये ऐसे हैं? आपको बोला आंखों में देखा क्या? आंखों में देखा क्या? आंखों में देखा।
ये इंटरनेशनल टेबल टेनिस खिलाड़ी है। इन्होंने जहाँ गई है वो इंडोनेशिया गई है, जापान से खेल के आई है और इंडिया में कई एक जगह पे खेली है। तो वो अपना सारा एक्सपीरियंस ये साइन लैंग्वेज के द्वारा बताई है कि हम हर जगह पे जा रहे हैं और खेल रहे हैं। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ।
तो यहाँ आने के बाद लगता है कुछ और अलग ज़िंदगी मिल गया।
हमारे पेरेंट्स भी नहीं सोच सकते थे कि हमको ऐसा कुछ मिलने वाला है यहाँ, इसलिए मैं NIOS की बहुत ज़्यादा शुक्रगुजार हूँ और मैं इनसे, हमारी एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि वो हमें और ऊंचा तक ले जाएं और जहाँ तक हमसे होगा मेहनत करना, हम मेहनत करने में से पीछे नहीं हटेंगे।
हमें दिल्ली आने में बहुत अच्छा लगा।
बाहो लालात थतुल मोहला चेतना निकनो हलक ऐ टुक टुक चे।
We saw the Republic Day parade and the fighter planes and Assam and all the jhakias, and it was superb, it was brilliant. Yeah, even Prime Minister we met, we saw him, we shook hands with him. Now the third day, NIOS chairman office we have visited and we've met the chairman. And how do you feel? It was all good, right? Yeah, all of them are very thankful to NIOS for all the support that they do. Thank you.
NIOS के लिए ये सौभाग्य की बात है कि इतने सारे बच्चे जो दिव्यांग हैं वो यहाँ आए और इसकी शोभा बढ़ाए। कई बच्चों ने ये कहा कि उनके लिए ये सौभाग्य का अवसर था, लेकिन मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि NIOS के लिए ये सौभाग्य का अवसर था कि ये बच्चे समय निकाल पाए, इतनी कठिनाइयों के बावजूद यहाँ आए और इतने प्रसन्न हैं कि अपनी संस्था में वो आए हैं।
NIOS प्रतिबद्ध है समाज के दिव्यांगों के प्रति गुणवत्ता परक शिक्षा प्रदान करने की दिशा में।
हिंदुस्तान के हर कोने में नौजवानों के पास प्रतिभा है, उन्हें अवसर चाहिए।
NIOS देता रहा है युवाओं को अवसर आगे बढ़ने का। NIOS से पढ़ने वाले इन युवाओं ने किया है संस्थान को गौरवान्वित। दिव्यांगों ने बन के दिखाया है सबल और आत्मनिर्भर। NIOS के साथ आप भी जुड़िए NIOS के संग।